There are reports right now in the NBA about how the Celtics, they are interested in trading for Ben Simmons. And the Celtics, they are willing to part ways with Jaylen Brown and send him to Philly in this trade. And so for me, let me be very, very clear. The Boston Celtics would lose this trade. If they traded for Ben Simmons, this would be an awful trade for the Boston Celtics. Let's talk about Jaylen Brown and how impressive he's been so far this season. Jaylen Brown, he's averaging 26 points per game on 49% shooting from the floor, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. He has elevated his game and showed why he is a legitimate number 2 to Jason Tatum on this Boston Celtics team. And he's improved every year since he's been in the NBA since 2016. In 2016, Jaylen Brown, he averaged 7 points per game. 2017, he averaged 15 points per game. 2018, he averaged 13 points per game. 2019, he averaged 20 points per game. Last year, he averaged 25 points per game. And this year, the man is averaging 26 points per game. He is a bona fide star in the NBA and one of the best young players we have at the NBA level. I think Jason Tatum is a bona fide number 1 on this Boston Celtics team, but I do believe Jaylen Brown is a solid number 2 option that you can win a championship with. And I think if you bring in Ben Simmons, I think that would be a terrible trade for the Boston Celtics. I don't think Ben Simmons and Jason Tatum being the cornerstones of your franchise, I don't think that's a team that can win an NBA championship. I do believe Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum being the cornerstones of your franchise can be 2 players that you can win a championship with. That's how much I believe in Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So I think this would be an awful trade for the Boston Celtics, but I do think it would be a great trade for the Philadelphia 76ers. You pair Jaylen Brown up with Joel Embiid, I think this would make the Sixers better than they currently are with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. So this would be an outstanding trade for the Philadelphia 76ers. And I honestly think that Jaylen Brown would be an upgrade even over CJ McCollum. And I love CJ McCollum for the Portland Trail Blazers. But I think even Jaylen Brown would be an upgrade over him because Jaylen Brown is younger than CJ McCollum. So, again, I think the Boston Celtics trading for Ben Simmons would be terrible. I think it would be a terrible, terrible move. And I wouldn't recommend the Celtics trading for Ben Simmons. I think the Celtics have a dynamic duo between Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum who could win an NBA championship right now. I think the Celtics need to put the right pieces around Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum to win a championship. And that's something that new general manager Brad Stevens needs to do. I don't think trading for Ben Simmons is the answer. I really, really don't.